Friends, hello, hope you are well. Let's talk about Trump media. Boy, oh boy, what a couple of day or so hours now since Trump, obviously guilty. I think we all saw that coming. But now, the dust is kind of settling here with what's going on. Obviously, we're going to talk about Trump media stock, and I'm drinking the juice pretty heavy here because we're seeing something unfold here. So obviously, let's break all this down. The chain of events that have happened here, Trump guilty, now he's talking as much as he can. He's still under a gag order, so there's not much you can say, but he is saying stuff. And this is kind of, I made a video on this stock, was it Monday, Tuesday? And I kind of predicted this. I said this. I was like, listen, if this goes bad for Trump, it could be bigger for the stock. And that's kind of something that is happening right now. So Trump right now has received, it's still growing, crazy amount of donation money right now. It's something they've never seen it. It's still growing. He is talking. Trump media, the stock here, DWJ, is still holding strong. I mean, and you better believe it. The video that I made last about this, I had just all kinds of people come on there and just ridicule me and write very positive, nice comments about, how I was wrong and all that. And this stock is going to tank now. Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that. So what we're seeing, the stock is holding strong, right under $50. This is still really good. This is still really high support for this stock, especially when you know what you're doing. You know that this is just a FOMO play still. It's just it is crazy high play right now, and it's growing right now. So obviously, with the trial ending here, the hush money, I don't even know how much I can say on YouTube, so I'm going to kind of vaguely say things here because obviously Trump is being extremely gagged, and everyone that's kind of in support of him. The whole case is just, you make what you want of it. I'm not going to go into it, but I think we've all seen things like this before in the past. Hush money, open hush money. Anybody remember this? If you don't, this is a real thing that happened. This is absolutely 100% real. Do some research. Look up some history. But anyway, let's get that off there. Talking about Trump media here. So here's kind of what I'm thinking, and this is why I said a God chart. Obviously, meaning that this thing can go straight up. We could see a huge squeeze on this. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying if there was a time for this to happen, I think we're watching it unfold. The stock has taken so many turns at this point, and it is very volatile, but it's volatile in a very good way. It's volatile in a way where you're able to really make some money on it from, a 5-day period. I'm sounding like a broken record because I've been saying that. I know a lot of you have been doing that. You've been buying at, 49, selling at 53, buying at 50, selling at, 54, whatever it is. Even if it's just a $2 markup, still, if you're able to put some capital in it, you're making money. But what we're seeing now, and it's mixing right now. It's in the oven, it's baking. With this trial ending and what we're seeing, it is really getting people to be even more in support of Trump right now. People that were with him. And we're even seeing people that don't like Trump whatsoever, but they're seeing, that this trial is kind of bogus when you really, I don't know if I should have said that, but for what's going on here, from what we've seen throughout our past here and what politicians we know have done, especially other ex-presidents. So the whole thing is just kind of silly. And if you hate Trump, I get it. I get this is the best thing. You're so happy. I get it. But I'm talking about the stock in general. It's not damaging the stock right now, and I don't think it's going to. I think it's honestly going to help the stock. I really think we're going to continue to see this. So today, Friday, obviously, market ended here May 31st. The market will start back up next Monday, but the stock ended right under $50 today, so ending at 49 and some change here. But that's still very high. I had people and even analysts, I saw some articles where they were like, Trump media is going back down to, in the teens, it's going to crash. That's not happening. It's not happening. This is what I said in my video a few days ago, where I was like, we have seen this so far. When good news is good news for Trump, it's just good news. Good news is like, it's good news. Bad news is like, it's on steroids for Trump. When the media does something negative towards him, a story, they say something, anything like that, we're seeing it really pump Trump numbers, aka it bleeds itself into Trump media here. So we're entering this thing right now where there's going to be a lot happening. Next big thing we've got, Trump is going to be having a debate with Biden. That's the next big thing. And then right after that, we're going to have where Trump has his sentencing, whatever that's going to look like, whatever it's going to be. Then they have another debate, Biden and Trump. Then somewhere in this too, Trump hasn't really even announced it, but Trump will name a running candidate for him as his vice president. And I think if you know, you know. I don't want to go over too much because it sounds like old news at this point because everyone's talking about it. But obviously Trump, he can run the country if he's locked up in Alcatraz. There's no rules that says he can't. So either way, they're not stopping him, and his numbers are growing. And this is, it's a wild time to be alive, man. It's a wild time. This is a wild time. Not only are we investing in a company with the face of the company is the former president, and soon could potentially be our new president, who is now a known felon. We don't know what they're going to do with him. So this is crazy. And not only that, obviously for the people that are in here already leaving me horrific comments, it's completely fine. Obviously I know that Trump media here is not making a lot of money. This isn't a company that's revolutionizing, how news is, put out there, or the platform, the app, whatever you want to say. I get that. We know that, okay? That's old news. We know that. This is strictly a FOMO hype meme stock play. But this is the new market today. Whether you want to admit that or not, the market has turned into this very vicious cycle where you have investments for the long run in companies that are doing well, showing good quarterlies, blah, blah, blah. And then you have meme stocks. And meme stocks move a lot like crypto, where you're able to make stupid amount of money. Just a stupid amount of money. Doesn't make any sense, but this is where we're at right now. Meme stocks are not stopping, and now we have more people investing in the stock market more than ever, and I truly believe that Trump media here is going to continue to run up. If it was going to crash, it would have happened. It would have happened already. It would have happened. Even if they say, Trump, you're going to jail. You're going to go to jail. You're going to sit in a cell. And that's what's going to happen. I still think the stock will go. I still think it'll move up. They're not going to stop it. It's holding strong. If it wasn't going to work, this would have been the week for it not to work. What else are they going to do? What else can they do to the man at this point? Trump media stock here is not going to fall apart. And if it does go to 30, good. I'm going to buy a bunch of it. Selfishly, I want it to go down so I can buy a bunch more of it. But I don't know that we're going to see it at $30 again. I don't know that we're going to see it at $30 the rest of this year. Next year, that's a different conversation. But as we're going right now, by July, this stuff could be at $70. It could be at $70, or it could be something very, very crazy. We could see a God chart on it. I don't know. I would assume that Wall Street is betting against this stock very, very strong right now, because they know it's not, making crazy quarterlies. It's, obviously having negative publicity when it comes to the mainstream media. And every analyst out there is writing terrible things about it, and pretty much, just saying kind of mean things to people that are putting their money into it. And it's an easy target for people to, attack other people for. I've got a YouTube channel. People come on here and they, write. They don't even watch the video, I can tell you. They're just writing crazy things. It's like, I know, buddy. I know. So, friends, I'm not going to really go over a chart right now. People have been asking me, and this is kind of where I'm at with it since the conviction has come out here. I don't really know what's going to happen at this point. I'm drinking the juice, and I'm convinced that this stock is not going to fall apart. It's just not. And if it goes to 30, even a low 40 at this point, great. I'm going to be buying more of it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I would buy more because I think, especially when we get to this, when Biden and Trump go head to head with their conversations here, this debate, I think Trump media is going to go crazy here. I think Trump is going to come fully armed and say some really, really open and honest things that a lot of people, whether they hate him or not, they're going to want to hear. And I don't know that this is going to sound mean regardless, but I don't know that Biden can defend himself. So I think it's going to be a really big summer for Trump media here. And that's complete opposite of what I was saying 2 months ago. I'm going to be honest with you. If you were watching me talk about this 2 months ago, I was in complete conviction that this thing was going to fall apart over the summer. It was going to go back down to 20, even 10s. I was counting on it. But that is not how things are playing out here whatsoever. It's not. The stock has taken a huge turn with the media, and it is reacting on bad news in a good way. So, very weird situation we have unfolding here, but I'm completely bullish on the stock only when it comes to it as a meme stock. So I'm not bullish on the company, and I don't say that to be mean, but obviously it's a new company that has a lot to prove and set pillars in. I'm bullish on the stock, if that makes any sense. If you get it, you get it. Friends, I will talk to you soon. Take care, and it's a wild time. It is a wild time. Bye, everyone.